What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to your daily dose of Broodwar. My name is Ssak, and we've got a TVT here for you today. Not something that I do very often, but I thought, you know, what the heck? Let's throw a TVT in here. A couple of players that I enjoy watching. I happen to find a ladder match from them. It's Scan down here in the bottom left and Ssak in the top right. And I know I am uniquely unqualified to cast TVT. It's probably maybe my worst matchup. I'm not 100% sure on that though. I haven't played much PvP, but TVT is a very hard match. There's a lot of nuance. It's been changing a whole heck of a lot. So I'm gonna do my absolute best to bring you a good cast here, despite my lack of knowledge. So I do apologize if there's any Terran players out there. Before this even starts, I'm sorry for messing up. If I do indeed, I mean, let's be honest, we are gonna mess up here. I mean, we mess up in every cast, don't we? Nobody's perfect, and I'm certainly no exception. Now we've got a Marine out here, just one Marine for Ssak to start things out. Both players, of course, getting into single factory, having only one SCV on the gas geyser tells us a lot about their mentality going into this. The much more standard 2 Marine here coming from Scan. The 2 Marine does a lot more to push back the barracks. Gives you a little bit of safety as well in the early game, but it just slows down your timings ever so slightly. You can see his factory is slightly behind, his vulture slightly behind. It's not going to get in here and see this. We'll be able to run by into the main base. Marines are going to be on the chase now. But he sees no further mining here. No double mining on this gas geyser, which is a big tell. Looks like Scan got into Sakk's base as well. Not sure if he saw that double mining or not a little moment ago here. So you can see, already a mistake. Damn it. I messed up. We didn't see if Scan got the vision on that gas geyser, but there is double gas mining here for now. And Scan is also mining double gas. So we're gonna have a factory here from Scan and a starport out of Ssak. And Sakk's timings, look at him. He's just slightly faster. Some of that's due to the Marine. I'm sure some of that is like not building the second Marine, but some of that's gotta be due to just player skill, perhaps. Maybe also like mining on the right hand side. I know there's ways to mineral boost on the right hand side. I haven't practiced them with Terran much, but maybe he's able to get just a little bit quicker mining. Get those tiny edges. 2 facts coming up here for Scan. He's gonna go straight into 3 fact, but he does not have an armory or an engineering bay on the way, whereas there's a Wraith being built right now for Ssak. And that is a problem right now. 3 vultures out here. No defense at the moment for Ssak. So he's actually cut so much. If Scan just goes across the map right now with these 3 vultures, he could kill a lot of SCVs. There's not even a wall in here at the front. He's gonna fly in with the barracks and he sees the Wraith. He should immediately start the armory. There's the armory. But I mean, you could run by this and get a lot of damage if he'd gone for speed first. But I guess he's instead gonna go for Spider Mine, get the Spider Mine out in the front. Now, let's talk a little bit about La Compañía. So La Compañía is an interesting map in TVT. There's only 2 paths. As you can see, we're in cross map here. There's 2 paths that you can go through the middle of the map. So you only need to control those 2. If you control like this way and this way, you contain your opponent on 4 base, and you can even get over here and cut off their mining at this space. So we might end up seeing the map split in half this way. That's also a possibility. But if you get outside of your opponent's natural, say you get a containment here, that's like a kill move, 100%. You will just die. Very hard to break out through this area when you can spread your tanks all around like this. and take the entire map. It is so hard to get out of there. So whoever takes map control early on here is going to have a massive advantage. Some mines getting thrown down. I'm surprised he didn't throw them down a little closer. Maybe that's too obvious. Had he been able to do, or had he done that? Oh, we got a drop over here. Okay. Ssak getting some damage on this refinery right now, and he's controlling the air very successfully. Goliath's gonna make their way over here. He wants to jump on this. Doing a good job repairing right now, but he's gonna lose the refinery here shortly. Coming around with the vultures. He does not lose the refinery. Gonna get that repair there at the last moment. One Goliath here gets rid of the Wraith as well. So actually not bad. Not bad at all, but he is falling behind on these workers. He lost a few workers. They were jumping in and out of the gas, and also it appears the scan was a little bit shaken by that drop. You know, trying to clear that and not really hitting his SCVs properly. So a big SCV advantage right now, and that can really only be attributed to the damage that was done by these dropships and by the attack from that Wraith. Now, dropping 4 tanks back here. There are mines. Luckily for Ssak here, the mines were not placed in the location where he was dropping. Otherwise, he could have ended up losing a lot. We'll load up once again as Scan comes to fight this back here. He's going to load up and run right up into the natural. There's 4 tank on 4 tank, though, so he will have to bail out of this spot. So good defense here by Scan, having the right number of units at the right time. He's actually got a bit of a army advantage here because he doesn't have dropship. That's 4, you know, army supply, and he's like more than 10 workers behind with almost, oh, okay, it was at 76 to 76 before, and there we go. Now it is even. The supplies are even, and he's like 12 SCVs behind. So he's got 12 more army supply plus 4. He's got like 16 more army supply right now than Ssak. So if he comes across the map, he could potentially break him, but he does not know about that 1,000-foot perspective here for us in the caster's chair, knowing a little bit more than these players. But Scan gonna move forward a little bit here. Great defensive position for Ssak. He's taken this important area. Like I was saying before, if you hold this area as Scan, Ssak is gonna get trapped in this little corner and you just cannot get out. So he's taking just the bare minimum, basically, of what you need to hold as a Terran player. Let's zoom out a little bit. If you can, you just need this area right here. That way you can push out this direction or you can push out this direction, and you have to really like hold 2 different locations. If you can put everything together right here, one big army, it's nearly impossible to get out of it. So glad that Sakk's able to take that location. This game is going to go on. Third base is already mining from him, still a 10 SCV advantage, but that's going to slowly close up here as we reach that 60 SCV mark. You don't really need too many more than that. Dropship gonna come in towards this third, but 3 Goliaths are here and ready. Can he actually catch it? Oh, he's not paying attention. Drop here. Oh, that's a lot of Wraiths. Whoa, so many Wraiths here for Scan. Scan has been compiling the Wraith numbers back at home. He's gonna be able to chase down this Vulture. Now, how many Wraiths is it? 5 Wraiths altogether, all told. And he picks off the drop as well. There's really no Wraiths to speak of for Ssak, so he does have 4 or 5 Goliaths, though. 5 Goliaths is going to be enough. He could come up here and get a little damage going, though. Gonna go around this army and maybe get up here. Deal some damage to the natural, maybe kill off a few SCVs. I would have preferred him to go up here, start picking away at these tanks, but not sure if he's actually aware of the positioning there. Scan gonna come down. But Scan gonna go down with his Wraiths, avoiding that fight. Do not want to engage with the Goliaths right now, but he can come back in and, you know, take a few more pot shots here. Bail out as soon as the Goliaths get in range and the Scan comes down. Neither player has Charon boosters yet. So it's a good time to get in there. Oh, get the dropship. Beautiful pick up there. Getting that dropship is big. Now coming over towards the third base. Don't attack that. Okay. Keeps all of his race alive. Will be able to kill a couple of SCVs. And now he's actually ahead in SCVs, but he doesn't need any more. 70 is more than you'll ever need. Moving around towards this main base, looking for some more kills, but he actually needs to bail out now. These raids have done their work, but they need to stay alive. We're starting to make science vessels now as Ssak here and Scan. What are the factory counts looking like? We're at 6 fact to 6 fact. It's like a 7th factory coming out. No, 8 factories coming up. So going up to 8 factory, whereas Scan going up to 7. Okay, there's the 8th one right there. So yeah, both players going up to 8 factory here on 3 bases. The armies are getting kind of massive. Scan is a little behind. And once again, now he's in a SCV advantage. So actually the army advantage solidly in the favor of Ssak right now, who's going to try and take the upper left. Scan really focusing his attention on this bottom part. This right side of the cross. The left side of the cross, not very unit heavy in this area. He really needs to get something over here because look at this. Ssak gonna come forward. He's gonna control this area, and once he's got this point right here, he can prevent this base from mining. So Scan gonna come up and match that while taking a base down here in the bottom right, but that's not a safe base right now because dropships are being produced. Oh no, science vessels. Dropships being produced on the side of Scan. This is not good. He needs to bail out of here with the SCVs. Do not want to lose all of them to these tanks. Looks like he was going to lose a couple. We'll bail out of this position. The SCV's heading down towards the bottom right. Setting up turrets over here at the top left. Ssak going for a long-term play here. Let's take a look at the upgrades now. They should have +2. No, not quite yet. +2 is done for Ssak, though. So a little ahead on those upgrades is Ssak, and he's going to use this advantage right now to push forward through this tank line. A lot of tanks sieging up here, but Scan answering back strongly. Targeting onto the tanks is pretty good. Part of the tank line will get destroyed here, but you can see Scan actually getting an advantage off of that. 10 supply advantage right now. And he's only a few supply workers ahead. Still holding strong here. Does need to scan. We'll get double tank kill here. Ooh. Just barely not. One more shot. There we go. Does get that. Ssak gonna push forward once again. Where's Scan's backup army? He's actually just gonna back up slightly here and set up a secondary tank line. Playing some SCVs just to draw the fire. Vultures doing a bit of the same. These Goliaths are going to be sacrificed. Ssak taking a bit of a forward position, but again, we're going to be okay here. Drop over in the top left now. Scan going to deal some damage over in this position. Doesn't have any kills on these tanks yet, but that's about to change. Some of these Goliaths are going to go down. Tank sieging up though for Ssak, doing a good job dealing with this drop play. First drop not going very well at all for Scan. That's a bit unfortunate. And dropping quite a lot of supply there. Does need to set up a nice tank line here on the right-hand side. Has a few tanks over here, but very breakable. Scan is looking very breakable right now. If Ssak is on top of his scans and checking out the army, he might see that, you know, Scan is a bit weak in these positions, and maybe he decides to break through. Looks like he's gonna move to the left-hand side. Think about breaking these 4 tanks. Gonna shove forward here. Here we go. Big tank line sieging up here and moving forward. D-Matrix on one of these tanks. Focus firing there. Very nicely done on those tanks to the bottom side. Scan getting pushed back here in a big way. His +2 is now done, so it's a little harder to break through than it was just moments ago, but Ssak doing a really good job. I love the D-Matrix play. He's been pumping out these vessels pretty consistently. I don't see where the other ones are. I thought there was more vessels out. Maybe just the one for now. Coming forward here. I don't think this is going to go as well for Ssak. Having the vultures right on top of this means drawing all the fire from that splash damage, but he's getting dangerously close to losing this in very, very important position here. If Ssak can push just a few more meters southwards, another screen length down here. Yeah, he's gonna get into the rally point, and actually Scan gonna push back heavily, putting everything together here. Scan might be able to break this and open up this position. However, looks like Ssak on the other side at the same time gonna push through here. This is not going well for Ssak. He's gonna instead rotate towards the center area here. The cross is gonna get cleaned up, but he got cleaned up on the left-hand side and he didn't make any more real progress here. Down towards the bottom right. So Scan fighting back nicely. Plenty of turrets up now for Ssak. Same going for Scan right now. We've got a ghost. Oh my god. 2 nuclear silos are being made right now. Are you kidding me? Nukes are coming. Ssak gonna get a little crazy in this game. I mean, he's not like that far ahead. I don't even know if he's truly far ahead right now. He's denying this base, whereas he's taking this one. So I guess that's a big thing in his favor, but a drop's gonna come through into the back here. Is this gonna like massively backfire or what? Is Scan gonna end up getting a really good position because this man is going for nukes right now? What is gonna happen in this game with the nukes coming out? This push is gonna do a lot to push away the SCVs, but I don't think he can make any more progress through here. Not a lot over here on the left-hand side anymore. Scan has enough to push through that if he wanted to. There's the ghost being pushed at, or pumped out here. He does deal with this gas. There's plenty of gas around the map right now for Ssak. One thing that's not often talked about with nukes is just how resource inefficient they are and how like supply inefficient they are. Going for personal cloaking. Look at that. Personal cloaking on the way, guys, in a TVT. You love to see it. Spreading out here on the left-hand side. Scan completely maxed out. Same thing for Ssak. I think it takes like 8 supply for a nuke, so you can't really build one right now. Okay, he's got 2 in production. 2 nukes in production right now, boys. Call your friends. Call your mom. Tell her to get in the room. Get in here. And watch this nuke game going forward here. Where is he gonna go with these dropships? Okay, dropping 4 vultures in the back. Big drop from Scan. Counter drop gonna come through. Is he gonna get lockdown as well? I think that's a great play. If you get lockdown later on, it's gonna be very helpful against battlecruiser. We're probably gonna go that far. Reach it. Ocular implants. Let's go. He's getting that ghost vision range. Make sure that he can see far enough and he can shoot that nuke far enough away so he doesn't lose his ghost. Maybe stay out of range of the turrets and that type of thing as well. Vultures making their way down here towards the bottom right. We've even got some factories down here. 1 factory down in the bottom right that's been set up. He's going for ship weapons as well. Killing off this command center. Pretty good moves by Scan so far. He's taking the left-hand side of the map, but here we go. The ghosts are coming up. 1 ghost goes down. They're gonna lose this other ghost now. Ouch. That's a shame. Jeez. He really got exploded there. God. What happened to that ghost, man? It's just like a bag of spaghetti sauce thrown on the ground after that ghost got taken out. He's gonna move over here to the left hand. I love this. He's gonna try and get in a position because if a Scan goes down over here, he's not gonna see this. Okay, this is what we're waiting for, guys. That nuke is going down. We're gonna have to come back if the nuke does indeed go off. Looks like he's gonna move. So he does move and dodge. Where's the second nuke? Where's the second nuke? That nuke goes off. It blows up, but it gets nothing. Where's the other nuke? Where's the other nuke? There it is. This nuke is gonna go off. It's gonna kill a ton of turrets. But was that really worth it? He even lost the ghost there. That's hilarious. He's losing this base, and he's still building ghosts right now. Kind of far behind in that overall supply at the moment. He's been spending a little bit too much time messing around with ghosts, and he's lost a lot of position on this map. Double upgrades coming for ship weapons and that armor as well for Scan now. He's getting ready to transition into battle cruiser a little bit later on. Should be landing the science facility somewhere too. Oh, there it is. Not yet. We'll be landing that, making a... What the heck is that thing called again? Physics lab, that's right. We'll be making a physics lab soon so you can actually do something with it. Coming down here towards the middle right. Bottom right. Because all the turrets have been, well, not all of them, but most of the turrets have been cleaned up. He can actually hit this base now. Maybe fly into the bottom. Oh, yeah, he's going to fly right in here. Very nicely done for Ssak. He's going to take a really fantastic position down in the bottom right here. Set up all his tanks. He can set up tanks right here and hit this as well, right? He can even hit this base too. Ooh, this is really good for Ssak. Scan is going to have to take this very seriously. What does he have to answer? A lot of drops of his own going to be sent out. A lot of SCVs coming to fight this as well. Good dropping on top of this army. Oh, that mine, though. Killing a lot of these tanks. Looks like he's going to clear this out, but just barely. Finishing off that last tank with that final shot. And Scan clears this out. He doesn't lose any command centers, but he lost quite a few SCVs. Does need to replenish that. Needs to rebuild these turrets as well here on the left-hand side. I don't see any more nukes just yet. Okay, here we go. Nuke. Right there. It's a little bit unfortunate that his opponent is white. If his opponent was red, it would be a lot harder to see that little dot there. He's gonna cast a nuke to kill 4 tanks, and it's gonna work, but he's lost the ghost again. I don't know if that's actually worth it, guys. 4 tanks? 4 tanks. You kill 4 tanks. You lost another ghost there. 4 tanks for a ghost. And a nuke. Is that actually worth it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. SCV here. In a life or death battle. The answer is death. White SCV is victorious. The gladiator down here in the bottom right. He's just gonna stand victorious with his 1 kill. His work for the day is done. Send that man home. He's retired now. Where are the ghosts? What is he doing? Okay, ghosts. I heard another nuke. Was that a nuke? Did we fire a nuke? It didn't say nuclear launch detected. I thought I heard the sound though. Looks like Scan gonna move around the left-hand side now. Some more tanks gonna be dropped out here. He's got to defend this area. 1 tank on the low ground, killing off quite a few of these missile turrets. That's a bit annoying. Still denying this base here in the center right for Ssak, whereas Scan is mining here in the center left. More nukes being made right now. Lot of wraiths. Wow, that is a lot of wraiths. 1-1 is done. He scans, he sees that. Not gonna send, oh please tell me you're not gonna send this in right now. That's so many wraiths. They're just gonna mop these up. Okay, he might just barely sneak by. He sneaks by the wraiths, and now he's gonna go for the main. Oh man. Scan gonna trade out this base, but his main is in a huge threat right now. A lot of tanks gonna siege up here. They're gonna defend very well. We've got tons of Goliaths here. He can't actually escape with the dropships right now. So he's got to keep the dropships here. No, do not try to run away with those drops. They're all gonna go down. I would say stay here, kill as many factories as you can, then maybe pick up and drop down here. Maybe drop down here with some Goliaths possibly. Wow, all the factories are gonna get killed. I hope he's building more factories down in the bottom right. He's not really doing much. Geez, Scan is in a bad way right now, dude. He just about lost to this this drop play here when his wraiths were like inches away from spotting the drop, by the way. Looks like this drop gonna come down, and actually Ssak gonna clean this up as well. The Goliath's just crushing. Wraiths are gonna come in though, but most of the Goliath's dead. The Wraiths are gonna come in and fight a little bit. Still, factories are being lost left, right, and center. All these factories going down is very, very painful. He's gonna start building some starports, building a couple of armories as well. Oh man, if these armories don't finish their upgrades, it's gonna be so sad for Scan. It really looks like they're not gonna be able to. Oh, it's so close. Oh, it's so sad. Look at this. This one might finish. Another nuke. I think it's over here. Yeah, it is. It finishes. He does finish that upgrade. Thank goodness. Scan getting a little justice there. At least able to finish off that one upgrade. I'm gonna kill this. Again, losing to the ghost. The suicide mission there for the ghost. I did say that ocular implants will help you to not lose the ghost, but you do actually still have to pull away. You have to pull away after the ghost fires. It's kind of hilarious. No more nukes are here. Okay, one more nuke is on the way. Another drop gonna come through. So just using nukes to clear out turrets. Pretty interesting maneuvers. And this next drop, I think this might be the game-winning drop here. I mean, this was truly the game-winning drop. Okay, that's actually gonna get cleaned up. That's pretty decent, but my God, look at the bases in shambles here. This might be like the nail in the coffin here. He's gonna come down. This base is well defended for Scan right now, so he actually can't really hit this, I don't think. Can he? He's gonna go for it. More tanks sieging up here. I mean, it's not going that well for Ssak, but Scan, he's still gonna take some damage. Yeah, that's not exactly what Ssak wanted, but I guess he'll take it. He's already very far ahead right now. It's like he's gonna lose this last couple of units. This base has been cleaned. That CC went down. The Wraiths are gonna clean up everything. Another nuke going down. Where is this nuke? I don't see it. I don't see it. Where's the nuke? There it is. Okay, he's just nuking over here. One tank and one Goliath. Oh, he kept the ghost alive. Look at that. Successful ghost is successful. Look at him. Feeling good. He got 0 kills from that. Doesn't make any sense, but hell. Another nuke gonna go down here. Is he gonna scan and see it? Scan. Scan, you have to know. You have to check, man. Oh, he sees it. He sees it. He's gonna back away. Man, nukes just take so long to fall, but look at that. He does escape. Getting only one turret for his efforts. The ghost reveals itself. There we go. We're gonna get that scan now. He reveals the ghost and gets rid of that threat. Scan. He does have a physics lab. He has a single star port. Down here, he's got one as well. He needs to actually utilize that. Oh, hell yeah. Here we go. Battle cruiser time, boys. Battle cruiser down here at the bottom center. That's a pretty good idea. Hiding some starports down here. He is going to get out some good battle cruisers, but Ssak is pushing forward. Scan is being broken right now at the center left, and he's pushing southward. Okay. The battle cruisers are going to come up. He does not have +2. Remember, that +2 was denied. It's almost done now. And there's not a lot of Goliaths over here in this push, so he will be able to shove back these tanks, but he's going to lose the CC again. He actually needs another CC. However, his money is very high. So maybe he doesn't need that, actually. Well, going to lose all these Goliaths. That's a little bit unfortunate. Pulling back one battlecruiser. Nice micro here. 8 battlecruisers shoving back against these Goliaths in this drop. He could actually come up here and kill this base. It's unfortunate that he's not going to do so. A lot of wraiths here as well. What are we doing on the side of Ssak? He's still upgrading ship weapons, but he hasn't begun that production yet. I'm gonna prevent that base from going down, and another C has landed over here. So we're very even, actually, at this point. Very, very even. We do need a tank line, though, for Scan. You cannot just rely purely on battlecruiser. You're not going to be able to trade efficiently with that. D-Matrix goes down. Nice quick snipe there on the science vessel. He's going to lose the physics lab, unfortunately. He probably just built another one over here. Or maybe, better yet, float it down into this base and build one. He probably has enough battlecruisers, you know, lined up here. He probably should have started a few more, actually, before that went down. Gonna come forward here. Yamato cannon. Here we go. Yamato cannon. Picking off a couple of tanks. That's just energy for a tank. Pretty sweet deal here for Scan. And that's what, you know, having those battlecruisers can do for you. Able to trade energy for units right now, and that's gonna eventually win Scan the game if he can, you know, hold half the map. But if Ssak breaks through down here, he's not gonna be able to hold half the map, and Ssak will end up out mining him and out producing him in the late game, in the long run here. What a few tanks unsieging right now for Scan. Looks like he wants to move forward. There's another Ghost here on the left-hand side. I still don't see Lockdown right now. Finally gonna start his own physics lab. Quite behind the curve, though, at the moment. Okay, another nuke over here on the left-hand side while Scan is gonna start to clear this out. I think Scan doesn't really care right now. He sees that there's no nuke on his battlecruisers, and I think he's gonna be okay with that. Needs to fight along with the tanks, help to defend. Looks like that nuke actually did go off there. Look at all the ghosts in here. Does he actually have Lockdown? I don't think so. There's Lockdown getting researched. I think he might have thought he had Lockdown, but he absolutely did not. It's not a very, it doesn't take a very long time to research Lockdown, but it is a little bit annoying that he didn't have that right off the bat to start fighting with these battlecruisers. 11 battlecruisers ready to fight here for Scan, and Ssak is running out of bank, man. His whole economy is not as hot as it used to be either. He's still got some good mining going, and Scan's been denied from this base for a while, but his supply's not looking great, and it's gonna get worse here as time goes on. I want to see, you know what I want to see right now? I want to see all of these battlecruisers get locked down and a nuke hit this. That would be the most epic moment for this game. Come on, baby. Make it happen. Ssak, I'm not even cheering for Scan anymore because Ssak is going for mass lockdown on these units. We're going to have 6 come up here. Okay, a couple good lockdowns. 1 Yamato cannon on a ghost. Not something you see every day. He does get 2 lockdowns, though. Another 3, 4 Yamato cannon's gonna come down, trading out again energy for units. Hugely successful with those battle cruisers, and it's really not an option right now for Ssak to transition into BCs of his own because he'll never be able to match this. He needs to take a huge fight and reset the battlecruiser count before he can think about making a trade like that and about making a change like that. That's a really good idea. He's gonna attack away from where the battlecruisers are. Here comes the first lockdowns. Dropping 1 lockdown there on one of these. Oh, almost losing some of these ghosts. Gotta be careful with those. They are very important to this army right now. He's gonna move over here and deny this base once again. He's looking for those big lockdowns. Nuclear launch detected right over here. Unfortunately, gonna lose that 1 ghost though. Does he have another nuke? 1 nuke is available. Come on, Ssak, you can do it, my buddy, my guy. Make it happen here. Do it for daddy. Do it for the casters. Do it for the people at home, my friend. Oh, Scan's going down. He will pick off that nuke. That would have been amazing. That nuke as well, but not able to get that down. Moving forward here, Scan. Gonna get in range. A D-Matrix going down, but gonna be pushed back once again. Nicely done. Scan taking more space on the map. The banks are getting high once again. Scan has so much money. And he's continuing to get value out of these battle cruisers. Coming forward here. Taking a little bit more space is Scan. Still denying the space in the center right. Now mining here in the center left. Ssak looking for an opportunity, but he just does not see it right now. I think you have to go for an attack here. You have to go for a shove here. Dropping a couple of lockdowns to start things off. More lockdowns should be going down. 2 lockdowns, 3 lockdowns on these, but it's so hard to do. GG. Ssak taps out. He tried it with the lockdown on the ghost with the final push. I think like 2 BCs got locked down maybe. Yeah, that's all he could do. That's unfortunate. I thought we were going to see an epic nuke this game, but it's just so hard to pull off against a player as skilled as Scan. Would have been a very stylish way to end this game, though. As Ssak taps out here. Well played. Scan holds on everywhere. He does not allow that cheeky nuke to go off or lockdown to end his day here. But anyway, that was a great TVT. Hey, I might do some more TVT in the future. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. This has been your daily dose of Broodwar, and I'll see you tomorrow.